guys, Josh Luck with Luck Landscaping. I'm gonna show you the starting point of this project. This is a $100,000 project done wrong. It didn't work right, customer wasn't happy with it, and what do you do now? Are you stuck? Do you settle? Absolutely not. Let me take you out onto the job site and show you what the start looks like when we come into a project that was done wrong and turn around and make it right.
Hey guys, we are out here at the Murd residence. You can see our landscape here. I'm gonna be peeling down these evergreens, Joe, and we're gonna pop them up because we're gonna reuse these evergreens. We'll reuse the evergreen shrub here. You can see the retaining walls that gotta come down. New boulder seating wall over here. Water feature over here in this corner. Keith is firing up the tractor and we are getting ready to start an amazing new project. I want to keep you guys posted. Joe's back here with me. Right now we're doing a site evaluation prior to the project start. Keith is going to be doing demolition of his outdoor living area and he had a problem with it. Well, here's the problem. It failed. It didn't work. Project was done back in 2017 and it is all failing. So what we out here doing today is kind of documenting some of the demolition of this project so we can document a renovation of what's to come. So we are so excited. We're going to create a solid patio surface and retaining wall, creating a beautiful boulder seating wall, water feature. We're gonna put all the bells and whistles on this one to create a spectacular outdoor living space. So we're here today as Keith starts the demolition and we're gonna pull down this retaining wall that is failing. Not so good. That's a little bit of settling that's occurred there. You can see a little bit. Pavers have started to crack. You can see the separation of our pillar and wall. Keith, what's going on out here?
Yeah, it's just a mess.
Are you ready to erase this, Keith?
Yeah, with some luck and some luck landscaping, we're ready to move on.
Let's go. So we are super excited to be out here to change this from a sad, kind of depressing environment that you don't really want to bring anybody to because you just don't have that sense of pride that your project looks good, it functions good. You got to worry about people tripping and falling over, retaining walls falling over, steps that aren't done right. So we're going to give our clients some peace of mind. We're going to tear all this out. Well, Keith is going to help us tear all this out. And then we're going to put in a sound, functioning, beautiful new outdoor living area. Got a lot of rock to work with here, Joe. A lot of boulders. We got our prep area out there. This is a swinging bench. So we're going to be working around that swinging bench. You see that boulder seating wall, and we're going to kick back. That way we open up and gain some more space and we can do a nice curved seating wall in there, right? And then the steps, these are, I mean, my goodness gracious, what do we got, like 10 inches, 11 inches? And then, what's going on? Those blocks seem to have moved a little bit there. Something right. Oh, Keith is here we go. Out with the old, in with the new. Here she goes. She's coming down. Got the old John Deere out here putting her to work, peeling up the retaining wall. The sad part about it is that we have a lot of beautiful product that at the end of the day is just not gonna be efficient to reuse. And then I think the customer deserves a facelift. If we're gonna redo this project and we're gonna make it right, I think it's important that we have a new product that functions and looks even better than what this stuff did. Let's talk about your wall here. Okay, yeah. What's wrong with that?
Not the right stone. We're supposed to use 6s and then compact it a couple of times.
Why 6s and not the screening?
Because the 6s are more of an angular stone and they compact really well together and make a nice sturdy base for your patio.
Sure.
And then you use 8s on top, which is another smaller angular stone that you screed out and tamp to help create that even more structural sound base. And then you screed it out one more time and then you're ready to lay your pavers.
What about water drainage behind our retaining wall? Can water move through this?
No, that's why we like to use our 6s behind our retaining walls.
Right, because there should be a drain at the bottom of this wall.
Drain at the bottom of the wall.
But no water's ever gonna get there. And then this is a screenings, right? So your screenings should be on top of your 411. So there should be, 6 to 8 inches 411 and then an inch of screenings. The problem is when you put 10 inches of screenings, it doesn't have the structural integrity that 6s or 8s or 411s will, with then screenings on top. So this is just like about the most unsolid compacted base that there is when you just pile 8 to 10 inches of screenings on, and then, hey, you know what? We got 3 inches of sand on top of it. So behind your retaining wall, you want clean stone so water can fall down to your drain and move out and not sit and settle and create that. And then when you're building a patio, you don't want to build it on 10 inches of screenings because there's no big stone in there. And then no water can go through that if it's behind the wall, and then we're building on sand. And I mean, you know, as soon as water hits sand, things start to shift and move and settle, and it's kind of exactly where we're at here today. So part of what we do is make sure that what underneath looks like is just as good as what the above ground looks like, which means we got to do the job right. And a lot of your costs are in what you don't see. So when you do a job the right way, you don't cut corners, it tends to last you, and then you can really get your money out of it. This right here is, wow, that's a little rough. But that's why we're here. Tear it out with it, right? And in with something new. So we're starting to get our retaining wall down. You can see our seating wall that, well, it's built on a not so solid foundation. So that's failing. Fire pit up there is coming down. Got a beautiful kitchen bar area that we're gonna be doing some renovations to. We're gonna be redecking here underneath this patio to give it a fresh look. And we're gonna make sure that we don't have pavers that look like that after just a few years. Brutus, what are you doing? Tearing stuff up yourself. Back here at the Miller project, and Keith and Mandy have been busy tearing out this old retaining wall. We've got some sort of drainage that was put in. We've got a lot of screenings behind this wall that's different. So the rest of it's gonna come down, but Mandy said she doesn't trust Keith around this window here. I don't know. I mean, they've been married a long time, so I trust Mandy's judgment on that one. And we're tearing out the tile overlay behind me. Mandy's been hard at work. We've got all kinds of equipment out here. Beautiful truck sitting out there too. We got the John Deere. We've seen that in action. Here we are on the patio. Got the skylift out. We're doing some staining up on the beautiful covered porch. Got a lot of sand here. A lot of sand and screenings. Old patio out. We got some new material laid out. Making some choices. Got a new old walkway. We'll talk about that another time. And what's not here that was here before? There used to be a kitchen, outdoor grill, kitchen, bar kind of area. Keith, what happened?
Took it out.
You took it out. We're not working around it. We might do something different. I don't know. Keith is waiting on me to figure out, maybe we get to redo the kitchen and the outdoor grill. Keith wants the smoker, the griddle grill, charcoal. He wants natural gas, propane, wood pellets. He's smoking meat. He's grilling meat. We're gonna have fridges and freezers and pull-out drawers, waterfalls on the grill. Could get dangerous, right, Keith?
We're already in the yellow zone.
We're past dangerous right now.
We're not to the red.
We're not in red yet, right?
Past green, we're on the yellow.
See, that's dangerous though, right? I like to red line, right? Red line is fun and fast, right? It's like pushing it to the fullest. Here we have some sort of, is that grass line? This is a cable. Oh, this is interesting. Check this out. Bam. Look at the natural gas line here that was installed underneath this patio. What is that, 4 inches? 4 inches? Some would call it 6, but that's 4. So that's just not right. That's a 90-degree turn on a gas line that basically could just blow the whole place to smithereens here. So I hope we got good insurance, Keith. Seriously. Woo! All right, so it's a beautiful day. It's hot. It hasn't rained for like 32 days, I feel like. And it's just hot. Keith, we're gonna have a tent company come, and we're actually gonna put a tent over this whole job site, like a festival tent. That way we're just shaded the whole time.
Wow.
Keith is considering right now if he's taking me seriously or not. He's like, that maybe sounds like a good idea. You'd appreciate it right now, wouldn't you? My goodness gracious. That's my next company, is starting a company just to come and put tents up over job sites temporarily so you don't have to melt out here. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. So Keith, you just slaughtered the fatted calf, I heard. Went to the market last night. How big of a calf was that?
About 1,900 pounds.
1,900 pounds? What kind of produce do you get off a 1,900 pound Hereford?
It should process out about 60%.
So do you stock a freezer back there just full of steaks?
No, I sold that whole thing.
You sold the whole, gotcha. I guess that's part of the farm concept, right? Like we got to make money to pay for this outdoor living area somehow. So we slotted the fatted calf just to get the outdoor living area. But hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. How many more we got back there, Keith?
Yeah, we have 5 to go.
We got 1, 2, 3. Keith, I think we need more calves.
Yeah.
All right, guys, stay tuned as we continue here progress at the Miller Paradise coming soon.